Hello, hello, hello. It is the new year. You say, I'm a new year, new you, boo, those sorts of things. I've been hearing all kinds of things. You're probably trying to do a new reset, trying to change some things. 2023 was great for you, but then you want to make it even better in 2024. So people are saying, I want more in 2024. And I hear you and I understand. So you are trying to get some health goals under your belt and you want to crush them. You probably have already started some things that probably changed your diet. You are exercising, you're drinking more water, all of that kind of stuff. But did you know that there could be some things that are sabotaging your efforts and you may not even know about it? Probably don't even know some of these little things that could be preventing you from reaching your goals. And it has nothing to do with the things that you're doing, right? So, we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about three ways to crush your goals, to be successful, to be safe, to not be tripped out by some of these things that can sabotage you. So, I want to make sure that you get to the next level. If you are new here, welcome. Hello. I am Dr. Ashley Booth. I'm a board certified family medicine physician, and I provide practical health tips and tools that you can use in your everyday life. If you have not already done so, make sure that you subscribe. It's free, it's simple. That way, you get a chance to keep up with what's going on, especially this free content, so you don't lose anything. I promise you, I won't spam you. If you have some other people that you know that need to know this information, share it with them, follow, all that kind of stuff. And then, I love a good shout out. So you can always tell me where you're watching from. Let me know that you're watching, all of that stuff, because then I can say hello and I want to make sure that this information is helping you. But let's not delay any further. Let's just get right on into these three ways that you can be successful and crush your goals. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to be safe. Now, I talked about previously a while ago about like how to be safe if you're trying to lift weights and all that kind of stuff so you don't hurt yourself. But the other thing when I'm mentioning in this aspect of being safe is that you could have a disease going on in your body and not even know it. And that is called being asymptomatic. You don't have any symptoms. That can happen with diabetes, pre-diabetes, high blood pressure, that sort of thing. Because when it comes to pre-diabetes, 1 out of 3 people have it. That's a third of the population have it. And that third of people who have it, about 80% don't even know that they have it. That's a lot of people who don't know. And of those who have prediabetes, 70% can transition to diabetes. And a lot of people say, I don't want diabetes. And I talked about how it is the sugar that ain't sweet. So you want to catch that link and where I talked about very simply how diabetes works. But you don't want that if you don't have to have it. So you want to be safe to make sure that you don't have those sorts of things. The other thing is it can be dangerous if you do certain activities and you have something going on and you don't have it. There are a lot of people that are walking around with high blood pressure and not know it. And people say, well, I would have a headache. Maybe, maybe not. That's why it is also considered the silent killer, because there are a bunch of people who have no symptoms who end up like that. And it's not because their blood pressure is just high that one day. No, it's been high for a while. And then it just got to the point where it says, I can't do this anymore. Right. And they have a stroke or they have a heart attack or whatever it is, but it comes up on them very quickly. But if you look at it, it's usually been going on for a while. So you want to make sure that you get these things checked out, because if you participate in some activities and you have something like high blood pressure and you don't know it, doing certain activities can actually make that worse. Doing certain types of activities can make your blood pressure go up even higher. By it going up too high for too long can then put you at risk for those things that I talked about, like stroke and heart attack. So you don't want to do that. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you are safe and to check and see if you have any of these sorts of things that could be hindering you. The second thing is sabotage. You don't want to sabotage your efforts. Instead, we want to be successful. And what I mean sabotage is there are certain things that you are doing right now. You are eating right. You are trying to work out, all this kind of stuff. But there could be something going on that you don't even know about. For instance, thyroid disorders. Thyroid disorders can cause you to either lose weight or they can cause you to gain weight, depending on where you are. If you have a hyperthyroid, it makes everything works really fast, and so you're losing weight. You have no idea what's going on. You probably say that's great, but your system is not supposed to be operating at that level for a significant period of time, because then it's making everything else in your body operate at a high level. If your thyroid is really low, then it moves really slow. Everything in your body is slow. You're like, I'm tired. I'm this, I don't want to get out of bed. I'm not doing anything and I haven't really changed my diet, but I'm gaining weight. I've decreased what I'm eating, but I'm gaining weight. Thyroid could potentially be one of those things. So that is one of the other things that you want to make sure, because if you are doing all the things that you can on your side and your part, you're doing your part, then you want to make sure that you're not sabotaging yourself. And not because you're doing it, but because your body is saying, well, it's great, but there's something else that's going on here that's keeping you from doing that. And that can lead to you being discouraged. You don't want to do it. You don't continue to do it, and it makes things worse. So you want to make sure that you do that. The other thing, and the third part of this, so the first thing was being safe. The second thing was not sabotaging yourself. The third thing to help all of this come together is partner with your primary care doctor. You guys know that I was going to get to it. You knew I was going to say it. I'm a primary care physician. If I didn't say it, then I would say you probably should have like disconnected and got off the line, right? Because you have to partner. And when I say partner, this I intentionally said partner, not just go find yourself one, right? I don't want you to just go find yourself a doctor. I want you to partner with your doctor. That makes a huge difference. And the reason why is because it makes sure that you guys are on the same page. That way you say, okay, we see eye to eye. You understand what I'm saying. You get what my goals are. You see what I'm trying to do. So that way, first of all, because you have to have that understanding. The second thing is it helps you get to the root cause of it. If you partner with them, think about any other partnerships, any other relationships where you truly trust that person, you're going to start telling them the things, right? So once you start telling them really what's going on, what your concerns are, and you don't feel like you have to filter that, then they can start getting to the root cause of it and say, oh, okay, this is what I think is going on, and let's figure it out. Because I know a lot of you do not want to just take medicine to just take medicine. In this day and age, people say, I understand I have medicine that can fix it. That's great, but I don't want to just take the medicine. I want to know like what is going on. And I get it and I understand it, and that makes sense. But you got to partner with somebody who gets that and understands that, and then also willing to help you get to the next step, right? So you want to get to the root start and then the root cause. The other thing about that is guide you. So you guys partner together. You say we're on the same page. They help you get to the root cause. Okay, now what? The third thing to do of that is to guide you to get to the next step. Okay, I know that this is what is causing it. So these are the things that we can do. If you partner together, you can be involved in that conversation and say, okay, well, this is what's happening. I really don't think this is going to fit in with my lifestyle, or I'm not there yet. That's not something that I want to do. Whatever it is, you guys talk about it, and then you come up with a plan that says, okay, this is what makes sense to you. And now you have a plan that is tailored specifically for you to still help you get to where you want to be. There are multiple ways to get somewhere. A lot of times, even if you're going somewhere else, like today, traffic was doing its thing today. I don't know what was happening. I said, there's another way around this. I can figure out another way to get there. There's more than one way a lot of times to get somewhere. And so if you partner with someone, they can help you figure out what is the best way for you. So your 3 ways really quickly to crush your goals, be successful, and have more in 2024, making sure that you are safe, don't sabotage yourself, and then partner with your PCP. And for us, we have a non-membership offer. I know I talk about the membership a lot because it is really crucial, because that's really when you get that partnership in there with someone. And my patients and my members are really understanding the importance of that. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, because when I call, she knows who I am. She knows what I like, what I don't like. We know how we're going to fix this, right? But if you don't want to do the membership, I get it. I hear you. You still need to get like a physical, right? You need you need to get a physical to see what's going on, to get a baseline, to make sure none of this stuff is going on. I have checked a lot of people here lately who have pre-diabetes and they don't fit the picture. They are not overweight. They don't have some of these other risk factors. And it's like, that's interesting, right? But they wouldn't have known that if we didn't, and they were perfectly fine. They felt fine. but we checked it just to say, let's see what we need to do. So that is one of those things that we are going to offer now. We're offering a physical. It means I am well, I am fine, I don't have any issues. I just want to see where I am. So with our physical, we are adding in there that you can have your physical exam, you'll have some labs done, those basic labs to see where you are, and then we'll do a complimentary follow-up. So then you can talk about where you are, because I have a ton of people who say, I had some labs done. I was like, okay, what they check? I don't know, but they said everything is fine. I was like, what's everything? I don't know. And so we sit down and we go over what we checked and what it looks like. And is this really okay? And what we need to start looking at in the future. So that way you have a guide, you have a game plan, and then you know your next steps of what you need to do. So if that is something that you're interested in, we have our membership where you do it every month and then you see us how you need to see us. Or if you just want to do that one time, I just want to have a physical, I want to know where I am, you could do that. You can find all of that information on our website that I have listed right below my name and the phone number. So if you're kind of, this is interesting, then you can also reach out to us, give us a call. But I just want to make sure that you are successful and that you reach your goals, because there's a lot of frustration that's out there. People are like, man, and then people give up. I know this myself. If I'm trying to attempt to do something and I can't get it done, I was like, that's enough for today. And I may or may not come back to this tomorrow. Well, you don't want to do that with your health, because, like I say time and time again, you only have one body. You only have one, and so you want to make sure that it is in the best condition that it is and that it can be. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the comments. Continue to let me know what else I can do to provide, like what you're interested in. And until next time, I will see you soon. Take care, and I'm wishing you much, much healing. Take care.